Hey, welcome back to the Smelly Tele. If things look a little bit different today, that's because they are. We are unveiling the new studio. This is Smelly 2.0, and the first video we're going to make with the new studio is Wild Night by Van Morrison. This is a great song, really cool blues style licks. I've always wanted to learn these, so I'm really happy that we got this done. Remember, if you wanted to get the tabs and kind of play along with us, you can go over to Patreon and download them there, or you can become a YouTube member. Just look for the practice tracks that are available to members only, and you'll find a link to download the tabs. Remember to like and subscribe this video. It helps me continue to make more guitar lesson videos for you. That's enough talking. Let's go play some guitar. Wild Night, Van Morrison. The intro rhythm figure sounds like this. Okay, all that is an E minor chord. And what we're trying to hit is the second fret of the D string and the open G, B, and high E strings. So it's going to be a down, down, up strum. Then we're going to jump up to the E minor bar chord. And the bar chord, we don't necessarily need to get the whole chord in there with that low 7th fret on the A string. That's an E note. You could cheat and play just the 9th fret of the D, 9th fret of the G, 8th fret on the B string, 7th fret high E string. Okay, and that's just down, up, up, up. Okay, then we get to the G chord, and there's a C and a G minor 7 that get thrown in here. So it looks like this. Okay, so the three chords we're playing are the G major, which is your 5th fret of the D, 4th fret of the G, and then the B string and E string, that's the high E on the 3rd fret. You're just using your first finger to get those two. And then you're going to play a C chord, and you're just going to take your ring finger and lay it down across the 5th fret from the D string down to the high E string. So that's all 4 notes between D and high E, using your ring finger to bar the whole thing. Then you're going to release that bar, and you're going to drop down to a bar on the 3rd fret. Same idea between the D and the high E string. You're just going to play every single note there. That's all the notes on the 3rd fret between D and high E. And then you're going to put your major chord back on top with your middle and ring finger. That's the 5th fret D, 4th fret G. So it's major, C, G minor 7, that's the 3rd fret bar, and then the major again. C minor 7, C minor 7, major, C minor 7, G, major G. Okay, and the strumming for this, it's not super difficult. You're just kind of playing 8th notes the whole time. The first time you strum the G major chord, it's a quarter note, and then you're going to go into the 8th note. So it's 1, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So with the chords, it looks like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? So let's play that riff all together. 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Then we start playing the lead figure, and Van Morrison doesn't sing yet, but the first line sounds like this. Okay, this line's going to repeat twice. All we're doing is we're playing the 7th fret of the A, 5th fret of the D, 7th fret of the A, 5th fret A, 7th fret E, 5th fret A, 7th fret A. So those notes again. Then we're going to pick up on the D string, 5th fret, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, 7th fret E, 5th fret E, and and drop down to the 3rd fret of the E. We're going to play that 3rd fret again. Then we're going to play a quick slide from the 5th fret up to the 7th fret. 5th fret A, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, D string, 5th fret. We're going to stay on that 5th fret D, play it again. 7th fret A, 5th fret on the A, 7th fret E, 5th fret A. Then we go to the next line. It's going to be the 7th fret of the A string. That's an E note. So let's play those notes all together. 2, 3, 4. About to go to the next line. It's the same thing just learned. So keep going. Okay. Now we're on As You Comb Your Hair. And on hair, it's the first time that he hammers on from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the A string. So he's going from a D note to an E note. And that hammer-on is going to continue throughout the rest of the song. I don't know if he does it every single time, but it sure seems like it. So coming into that last one, so we got, and you comb your hair. So it sounds like, and you comb your hair. Okay, that's that 5th fret, hammer on to the 7th fret, hair. Then we're going to play the 5th fret of the D string, go down to the 7th fret of the A string, 5th fret A, 7th fret, low E, 5th fret A. Then we're going to hammer on 5 to 7 again, A string, 5th fret to 7th fret. Then a very similar figure, we're going to go 5th fret D, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, 7th fret, low E, 5th fret, low E. Drop down to the 3rd fret of that low E. Then we're going to come up. 3rd fret, low E, 5th fret, slide up to the 7th fret, 5th fret A, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, then we're going to play the 5th fret of the D string. And a little trick there, if you leave that finger down, you can get both notes there. Then we're going to keep going. 5th fret D, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, 7th fret low E, 5th fret A, then hammer on 7 to 5, 5th fret to 7th fret, A string. Okay, so let's take it from a couple lines back. We're going to go as you brush your shoes. Then we'll go through stand before you the mirror. And then we'll go to and you comb your hair. We'll do the hammer on. And then we'll get to the last line here where he sings, and you walk wet streets trying to remember. And the lick's going to change a little bit right there. So, starting on shoes, as you brush your shoes, stand before the mirror. Here comes a hammer on, and you comb your hair. Grab your coat and hat, and you walk wet streets trying to remember. And here he changes the lick a little bit. We got the 3rd fret of low E. We're going to slide up to the 7th fret from the 5th fret. So low E, 3rd fret, 5th fret, slide up to 7. 5th fret A. Then we're going to hammer on the 5th fret to the 7th fret. Then we're going to go 7th fret on the A to the 5th fret to the 3rd fret. Now we're into that C chord. All the wild night breezes in your... Okay, so let's take it from the top here. 2, 3, 4. And you walk the streets trying to remember. C chord. Then when we get to that C chord, you're going to hear these licks come in. So it sounds like this. Alright, and to play that, we've got the 3rd fret of the A string. Play Play that 3rd fret again, and then we're going to slide from the 5th fret up to the 7th fret. 5th fret D, 7th fret A, 5th fret A. Then we're going to go 5th fret A, slide from the 7th fret up to the 9th fret. 7th fret D. Then we're going to drop down back to the G chord. This is the 3rd fret of the E string. Play that 3rd fret again, slide from the 5th fret up to the 7th fret, all on the low E. 5th fret A, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, 5th fret of the D. Alright, so that's verse number 1. Let's take all those licks right from the top, okay? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes the hammer on. Then we get into the first part of the chorus here. We're going to start, and you're going to hear these notes, and then I'll show you how to play it. Alright, so those two lines start with the 7th fret of the A string, 5th fret D, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, drop down to the 3rd fret of the A, play that 3rd fret again, slide from the 5th fret up to the 7th fret, 5th fret D, pull off the 7th fret of the D to the 5th fret, 7th fret A, 5th fret D, 7th fret A, 5th fret, hammer onto the 7th fret, 5th fret D, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, down to the 3rd fret, 3rd fret A, slide the 5th fret up to the 7th fret, 5th fret D, pull the 7th fret of the D off to the 5th fret, 7th fret A, 5th fret D, 7th fret A. Okay, that's one line. Let's take that together. 2, 3, 4. On to the next line. We're going to hammer on from the 5th fret to the 7th fret. 5th fret D, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, 3rd fret A. 3rd fret A again, slide the 5th fret up to the 7th fret, 5th fret D, pull off the 7th fret to the 5th fret, 7th fret A. Okay, then we got these sliding licks. These ones are interesting. The first one, he's going to pick it one time when he slides from the 9th fret up to the 11th fret. But then on the down slides, he's going to pick his starting note and the note that he's finishing on. So you're going to see this where he goes. Okay, so you notice I picked the start and the finish for each one. I didn't pick it once and slide it down and then land without touching the string again. That would sound like this. You pick it once at the beginning and once when you land. Okay, small subtle difference. So to start this, we're going to slide from the 9th fret up to the 11th fret. Pick the 10th fret of the high E. I'm going to use my middle finger to get that note. Then we're going to pick the 11th fret, slide down to the 9th. This is where we pick both notes, the starting and the landing. Then we're going to pick the 8th fret of the high E. Again, we're going to slide 9th fret this time down to 7th fret, picking both notes. 7th fret high E. 7th fret of the D, we're going to slide down to the 5th fret, picking both notes again. 5th fret high E. Let's take that from the beginning of this line, nice and slow. 2, 3, 4. Okay, then we got the ooies. We're going to do the first 2 lines before we get to the second ooie. So the first one sounds like this. Okay, so to start that, we're going to start on the 7th fret of the A. Then we're going to play 3 notes on the 7th fret. We're going to do this 3 times total. So that was the first time. Now we're going to play it again. 3 notes on the 7th fret of the A. Again. So that was 3 times. Then we're going to drop down to the next chord. We're going from an E minor to a D chord. So we're going to go 7th fret to start, and then we're going to do twice on the 5th fret. So it was 7th fret, twice on the 5th fret. Then we're going to play that twice on the 5th fret. Then we're going to go back up to the E minor chord, 7th fret A. Then we've got a little lick here. It sounds like this. Okay, to play that, you're on the 5th fret of the D string. You're sliding the 7th fret up to the 9th fret. 7th fret of the G string. 9th fret, slide it back down to the 7th fret on the D string. 5th fret D. 7th fret A. 5th fret A. And then we're going to land, the next line is the 7th fret A string. This is Wild Night is Calling. So that first note there, that's the 7th fret of the A. Then we're going to play it 2 times, not 3 times. Then we're going to play the next chord, D chord, 5th fret, twice, A string. Then we're going to play it 3 times like we did before. That's all on the 5th fret of the A. Then we're going to drop down to the G chord. We're going to play the first note, it's 3rd fret on the E string. Then we're going to jump this next note. We want to get an extra 8th note in here for this lick. So we're going to play the 3rd fret of the low E, 5th fret, slide it up to the 7th fret, 5th fret A, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, 5th fret D, 7th fret A, 5th fret D. Then we're going to play the 5th fret D twice, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, 7th fret A. Then we're at the next ooh-wee. Okay, so let's play those 2 lines all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one starts on the 7th fret of the A, 5th fret D, 7th fret A, 5th fret D. Then we got 3 notes on the 7th fret of the A, very similar to the first ooey. Do that twice. This is the second time around. Then we're going to play the 7th fret and then go down to the D chord twice on the 5th fret. So 7th fret A, 2 times on the 5th fret of the A. Then we got to play the A string on the 5th fret 3 times. 7th fret, A string. Here's another lick. Sounds like this. Okay, to play that, we got the 7th fret, slide it up to the 9th fret on the D string. 7th fret G, slide the 9th fret back down to the 7th fret on the D string, 5th fret D, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, 7th fret A. Then we got 3 more of these 7th frets on the A string, 5th fret D string. Then we got another lick here, sounds like this. Okay, to play that, you're going to play the 5th fret of the A string, slide up to the 9th fret from the 7th fret up to 9, 7th fret D string, pull the 9th fret of the D string off to the 7th fret, 9th fret A, 7th fret D, 9th fret A, back down to the 3rd fret of the low E string, 3rd fret low E again, slide the 5th fret up to the 7th fret, 5th fret A string, 7th fret, 5th fret, 5th fret D string. Okay, so that ooey sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's take this chorus from the very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and every Alright, that gets us through the first verse and the first chorus. The second verse is extremely similar to the first verse. We're always going to hammer on from the 5th fret to the 7th fret here, pretty much. So let's just kind of play through the second verse. At the very end of this, before the chorus, it's going to change a little bit. So we'll play all the way through the second verse, and then we'll back up a couple lines and go over that small change. And then we will play the chorus and do kind of the same thing. The chorus is a little bit more sparse to start out the second chorus. So let's go ahead and start the second chorus. We'll just kind of start off with a count and we'll play through since it's very similar to the first verse. And when we get to the changes, we'll back up and we'll go over those changes. But we're going to play through it right now until we hit the chorus. So 2, 3, 4. Small change there. Okay, good. So if you caught that change, basically we get to and the people passing by stared in wild wonder. When we hit wonder, we got the 3rd fret of the low E. We're going to play that 3rd fret again. Slide the 5th fret up to the 7th fret. Then we're going to play the 5th fret A, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, 7th fret A. These are all 8th notes. That's the change. It's the timing. It's an 8th note this time. Okay. Then we're going to play the 5th fret of the D string, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, drop down to the C. This is the 3rd fret of the A string, 3rd fret again, then we're going to slide the 5th fret up to the 7th fret, 5th fret D, 7th fret D, 5th fret D. Then we're going to play the 5th fret of the A, we're going to slide up to the 9th fret, get the 7th fret of the D, 9th fret A, slide it down, kind of slide it off. We're going to land on the 3rd fret of the low E. Then we're going to play the 3rd fret again, slide from the 5th fret up to the 7th fret. 5th fret A, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, 5th fret D. Okay, good. And then we got the chorus. This second chorus, it's a little bit more sparse. So I'll play through it one time and then we'll walk through each note. And then the oohies are actually different too. So we'll walk through that after we do the first part of the chorus. So first part sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's look at that. So that's the 7th fret of the A string, 5th fret of the A, 3rd fret. We're going to play the 3rd fret, slide from the 5th fret up to the 7th fret, 5th fret D, pull off the 7th fret down to the 5th fret, 7th fret A, 5th fret D, 7th fret A. Then we're going to hammer on from the 5th fret to the 7th fret. Then we're going to go 5th fret A down to the 3rd fret. Then we're going to slide from the 5th fret up to the 7th fret. 5th fret D, pull off the 7th fret to the 5th fret. 7th fret A, 5th fret D, 7th fret A. Then we're going to pause and we're going to pick up the 7th fret of the A string. 5th fret A, 3rd fret A. Then we're going to slide from the 5th fret up to the 7th fret, play the 5th fret of the D string. And then we got the slides that we learned before, 9th fret up to the 11th fret, 10th fret high E. Then we're going to play the 11th fret and the 9th fret, sliding in between but playing each note. 8th fret high E, 9th fret G, slide down to the 7th fret, 7th fret high E, 7th fret down to the 5th fret of the G, 5th fret high E. Then we've got the next ooh-ee, so those sounds like this. Okay, the next one we're going to play the 7th fret on the A string. This gets played 8 times, but the timing here is interesting. So it sounds like this. So those first 4 notes on the 7th fret of the A. Again. Then we're going to play the next 4 notes, and those are just all quarter notes. So those 8 notes all together. 5th fret A. Play that again. 7th fret, slide it up to the 9th fret. 7th fret D string. 9th fret A to the 7th fret. Then we got this lick here, sounds like this. That's the 5th fret of the D string. Slide the 7th fret up to the 9th fret. 7th fret G. Slide the 9th fret of the D down to the 7th fret. 5th fret D. 7th fret A, 5th fret A. Then we got the 7th fret of the A. Gonna play that again twice. 5th fret D. 5th fret D, we're gonna slide up to the 7th, from the 7th fret up to the 9th fret. 7th fret D, 9th fret A. Then we're down to the G chord, 3rd fret of the E string. Play it again. Slide the 5th fret up to the 7th fret. 5th fret A, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, 5th fret D. Then we're going to play the 7th fret of the A down to the 5th fret. 7th fret low E, 5th fret A. We're going to hammer on from the 5th fret of the A string to the 7th fret. Then we got some slow 7 A's. So this is the 7th fret of the A string. These come slow. 1, 2, 3. Then we go down to the 5th fret of the A twice. We're going to play that 5th fret again. Slide from the 7th fret up to the 9th fret. 7th fret of the D string. 9th fret of the A. 7th fret of the A. Then we got another lick. Sounds like this. Okay, to play that, we got the 5th fret of the D string. Slide from the 7th fret up to the 9th fret. 7th fret of the G string. Pull off from the 9th fret to the 7th fret. 9th fret D, 7th fret G, 9th fret D. Then we're back to the 7th fret of the A. We're going to go 7th fret of the A to the 5th fret of the D. Back to the 7th fret A. Twice 5th fret of the A string. Then we're going to play the 5th fret of the A string twice again. Slide from the 7th fret up to the 9th fret. 7th fret D, 9th fret A. 3rd fret of the E string. Play it again. Slide from the 5th fret up to the 7th fret. 5th fret A, 7th fret A, 5th fret D. Then we got the lick leading into the wild part. So this is going to sound like this. Okay, to play that, we got the 3rd fret of the low E, 5th fret low E, 2nd fret A, 5th fret A, 2nd fret D string, 5th fret A, back down to the 2nd fret. And that's the second half of that chorus. So that all together sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we got the next part of the song. Wild night is calling. Sounds like this. Come back around. Okay, those two lines, not too bad. It's the 9th fret of the G, 8th fret of the B string. It's a double stop. Then we go down to the 7th fret of the G and the 7th fret of the B. And we're going to alternate those. It's once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those last time, after the 5th one, we're going to do a 9th fret G, 8th fret B, and then the 7th fret of the G and the 7th fret of the B. But they're slower. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're just playing a G chord up here at the top of the neck. So that's the 9th fret of the D, 7th fret of the G, 8th fret of the B, 7th fret of the high E. And this first finger is just getting a bar across the 7, so we're really just adding 2 notes on top of that with the 8th fret of the B and the 9th fret of the D string. Then we've got a little lead in there that, so all that is we're sliding from the 7th fret up to the 9th fret on the D string, 7th fret G string. Then we're going to repeat the lick we just did 5 times on the 9th fret G, 8th fret B, back down to the 7th fret of the G and B string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6th time is slow. Okay. Then we got come on out and dance. Come on out and... Okay, to play that, we're sliding from the 7th fret up to the 9th fret on the D string, 7th fret of the G string, and then we're going to hammer on the 7th fret to the 9th fret of the G string. Then we're going to bend the 10th fret of the B string as a full bend. We're going to play the 10th fret of the high E string. We're going to release the bend on the B string. Play the 8th fret of the B. 10th fret B, pull off to the 8th fret. 9th fret G, 8th fret B. So that again real slow. 2, 3, 4, 1. Go. Then we got the next lick, sounds like this. Okay, to play that, we're playing the 7th fret, sliding up to the 9th fret on the D string, 7th fret of the G. Play the 7th fret of the D, G, and B string twice, and then a third time after a little delay. Then we've got the G chord. This is the 3rd fret of the low E. 3rd fret again, slide from the 5th fret up to the 7th fret. 5th fret A, 7th fret A, 5th fret A, 5th fret D. Then we've got this little sax solo, so it sounds like this. Okay, to play that, it's pretty easy. It's the 10th fret of the B string to the 8th fret. We're going to hammer on from the 7th fret to the 8th fret. Then the 9th fret of the G. Hammer on from the 7th fret to the 9th fret. Back down to the 7th fret of the G. Then we're going to alternate strings here. We get the 9th fret of the D and the 7th fret of the G string. So 9th fret first to the G string, 7th fret, 9th fret of the D. And then you can use your switch if you want to get that wavery sound that you hear on the record. Then we're going to play the 10th fret of the B string again, 8th fret, hammer on from the 7th fret to the 8th fret, go back down to the 7th fret of the B this time. Then we're going to play the 9th fret of the G, and then this is all hammering on and sliding with one pick of your right hand. So we're going to go 7th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret, slide up to the 12th fret. So we start losing some of our ringing there, but it sounds like this. And it's pretty quick in the song. And then you can hear the steel guitar player. He plays a little lick here. So if you want to do that, it's the 14th fret of your G string, 15th fret of the B, 15th fret of the E, and then you're going to bend the 14th fret a full bend. And then you just mute the strings at the top of the bend. Okay, let's play that together. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, and then we've got a very familiar lick. We just learned these. We're going to do the 8th fret and the 9th fret on the B string and the G string, and then we're going to go down to the 7th fret of the G, 7th fret of the B 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6th fret is slower. Then we got our G chord. Same pickup line on the D string, slide the 7th fret up to the 9th fret. 7th fret of the G. Same lick 5 times, and then the 6th time is slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G chord at the top. And we've got this pickup. It sounds like this. So that lick is the 7th fret of the D string. Slide up to the 9th fret. 7th fret G. Hammer on the 7th fret to the 9th fret. Then you're going to hear this lick at the top. So that's the 10th fret of the B string with a full bend. Play the 10th fret of the high E string. Then you're going to play the 10th fret of the B and bend it, release it, and then pull off to the 8th fret. It's all one pick. So I'll show you that again. Okay. Then we got the 9th fret of the G, then the 8th fret of the B twice. So that lick real slow. 2, 3, 4, 1. Again, 3, 4, 1. Slower again. Here we go. Okay, we got one more pickup. That's the last lick of the song here. So we got 7th fret, slide up to the 9th fret. That's the 7th fret of the G that we're landing on there. 7th fret to the 9th on the D. Then we're playing the 7th fret D, G, and B strings twice. D chord here. This is the 8th fret of the B, 9th fret of the D. Then take those off and play the bar on the 7th fret. And that's the song. Okay, let's play it all the way through from the very first one of those, okay? Here we go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on out and dance. Come on out and make. Come on out and dance. Solo. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 2. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, the. Come on out and do 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 do. Played by the bass player. That's all the parts for Wild Night, Van Morrison. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.